Alright, what's going on everybody? Anime Ramble back with another episode. Today we will be discussing Kafka versus Kaiju number 13. Alright, now look. This is probably the closest thing that we are going to get to One Punch Man in the Kaiju number 8 universe. This Kaiju was an absolute track star, a menace, has the ability of matter manipulation, has the ability of extreme speed, durability. Probably, and this is just my first crack at this recording, saying that not the brightest bulb of the Kaijus that Kaiju number 9 has created, right? I mean, charging head on against Kafka didn't seem like the best idea, but I feel like I'm getting ahead of myself right now, so let's take this back to the beginning, right? So initially, this was not Kafka's fight to fight, right? It's very apparent that Kaiju number 13 was intended to fight Kafka, was intended to be the hard counter to Kafka, because their moveset is almost identical, right? However, who ended up fighting Kaiju number 13, or tried to fight Kaiju number 13, was the pairing of Tachibana and Shinonomi, right? These are the platoon leaders of the 1st Division, so on paper, yeah, they do seem to have some accolades to them, given the fact that the 1st Division is the strongest division, given the fact that they are the platoon leaders of that. They're like literally right underneath Narumi in terms of rank, but they're just not good. They're just not good. I'm sorry. I don't think anyone's really going to argue against that. I mean, they were getting their shit ran through. Kafka was never intended to ever touch the battlefield. They were keeping him at rear guard so that they wouldn't be able to pinpoint any of his Kaiju signature whenever he transforms, right? Because the minute he transforms, all of the Kaiju, including Kaiju number 9, know where he's at, know that he's fighting, know that he's on the battlefield, and they all hone in on it. And the plan was originally to have all of the Kaijus gang up against Kafka and jump him. But that's not what's going down right now, right? Kaiju number 15 was like, yo, I gotta get to them before it's too late. But again, we'll save that for that video. Shinonomi, Tachibana, they were just a disappointment, right? They're getting their heads caved in. Shinonomi is being paralyzed with fear. She fears death. She doesn't want to die, which is a normal human reaction. I'm glad that Matsumoto put that in there, right? She wasn't just gung-ho, which would have potentially led to something drastic happening. Either Tachibana would have lost his life, or Shinonomi would have lost her life. It humanized them. That doesn't change the fact that they just were not adequately prepared to take on a Kaiju threat level. And you gotta think, right? I mean, you got, I forgot how many divisions there are. I think there's 13 divisions in total, maybe, you know, give or take 2 or 3. You could have got the captain of the 2nd Division. You could have got the captain of the 4th Division, the captain of the 5th, 6th, 7th Division. You could have got these captains to take on the Kaiju, but you didn't, right? Platoon leaders, I feel like they should have been more in the back, dealing with the masses of Defense Force members, leading the masses of Defense Force members, instead of taking on the Kaiju threat, when you have captains that can do that, or vice captains that can do that, right? That wasn't the case for this. So because they were losing so bad, Shinonomi about to lose her life, Kafka has no choice but to swing in, right? And I'm intentionally leaving out Shinonomi's backstory about how she just wants to get stronger because she has a crush on Captain Narumi. It's just shonen love shit. I genuinely don't care about it, especially with somebody this fucking weak. But lo and behold, here comes Kafka like a radiant angel, swooping in, takes care of Shinonomi, takes care of Tachibana, and was like, yo, just leave it to me. And truth be told, I don't think that there was a quicker fight over this invasion arc that we just had here. Kafka made such light work of this Kaiju, it was embarrassing. And that's what I mean when I say, had Narumi taken this seriously from the very beginning, his fight could have been just as fast as what we saw Kafka do to number 13. It took one punch from Kafka to absolutely dismantle this creature. It was one and done, because remind you, they only have the memories of Isayo up until number 9 absorbed him, right? Isayo wasn't privy to the training that Kafka and the Vice Captain Hoshina had on the mountain when he saw the ghost. Video coming on that later too. It was light work for Kafka. He took care of number 13 and he walked away. Again, this isn't that too deep of a conversation because we haven't seen what Kafka has needed to do afterward. He had a little bit of dialogue to Hikaru. And right now, in terms of where we at in the chapters, I think 97, 98, he's just spectating. He can't get to anybody. He's still there. There's nothing more. I don't know what more we could have seen from number 13. We didn't get like any type of crazy preview as to what Kafka could potentially do, because again, these are like upgrades. All right, number 13 seems like an upgrade to number 8 in the same way that number 12 is an upgrade to number 10. It was supposed to be, because number 13 does have a little bit more of abilities than Kafka does. I mentioned at the beginning that he has the ability to manipulate the matter of his body, right? Increase calves, increase legs, increase arms. It didn't matter. He could increase his size exponentially, and we've seen that from Kaiju number 10. We just don't know if that's an ability that all Daikaiju share, the ability to fucking go Power Rangers villain Megamorph time every time they're on the losing end of a fight. So y'all let me know down in the comment section, was this the quickest battle of them all? Where do you put number 13 and rank him amongst the Daikaiju that we've seen thus far? If you made it to the end, thank you. If you are new, go plus ultra and smash that subscribe button. Lets me know you're rocking with the content that I put out on the channel. Like the video if you like the video, dislike the video if you dislike the video. Comment on the video your thoughts about what you think is going on, how this affects Kafka moving forward. Are they all, well, I mean, they all can't jump him at this point, but what would be the next plan of action for Kaiju number 9 in order to obtain what it is that he seeks? And until next time, I'm out.